do some of my best thinking while I'm driving, so I thought that I would go ahead and share my thoughts on USAID, okay? I don't know how many times we have to tell you that the leftist Democrat politicians, they lie, right? We've been telling you they will lie right to your face. Kind of like when Adam Schiff stood up there and said, I have evidence of Russian collusion in my office, but he could never produce it. And then the whole thing turned out to be a hoax. So he stood there and he lied in press conferences and on TV shows being interviewed. Go back and look it up. Oh yes, I have evidence of Russian collusion, right? But I digress. They lie. They are now currently standing in a group screaming about this is war, and this is the threat to our democracy and an end of our democracy, because Doge, which, by the way, everybody likes to point out Elon is an unelected official. Do you know how many fucking unelected officials are in Washington, D.C.? I mean, the very departments that you guys are complaining about, Department of Education, those people are unelected, right? Everybody that works in the federal government, except for the actual lawmakers, they are unelected. Any other position that is given there is appointed. And it can be appointed by the president because that's one of his executive powers. He has the right to appoint whoever he wants to whatever position that he wants. And to act like Trump is the very first president to have ever started a new department of something is also ridiculous. That's some of the departments that he's trying to take a look at with Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Why so many of you are so quick to jump on this whole, they're taking our money and he has access to this and that. Donald Trump can appoint whomever he wants to whatever department he wants. And for once, we have a department that is actually looking at how they're spending your tax dollars, my tax dollars. $50 million for condoms in Gaza, $47,000 for a trans comic book? I can't even remember. There was a comic book to Iraq, a version of Sesame Street for Iraq. USAID, you said, that stands for United States Agency of International Development. International. None of that money stays here. None of that money helps our citizens. We are trillions in debt, and you want to sit and complain about how much money Trump is going to spend or how we're in debt. You only give a shit when you give a shit, okay? But we finally have somebody in there that is going to go through and see all of this wasteful spending. And they sure called it out. Why do we pay for condoms in Gaza? If you want to take that money and perhaps fund free condoms in high schools across the country, there you go. That's benefiting us. That is benefiting our society. That is benefiting our children, our citizens, okay? Not condoms to Gaza. And you can look this stuff up. Look it up. It's on there. Like, it's insane. What was the other? A trans, what did they want to have? A trans play. They gave like some $50,000 to have a transgender play in countries that that's not their culture, okay? People could do whatever they want here. I'm not on board with pronouns and shit like that, but people can do what they want here. If you come to this country legally and you decide you want to be transgender, that is your right, as long as you're over the age 18, because we don't need to be mutilating children who aren't old enough. You want to raise the smoking age to 21 and the drinking age is 21, but then suggest lowering the voting age to fucking 16. You guys make no sense. But the problem is you listen to your Democratic politicians on TV that keep lying to you. The same ones that are standing out there right now yelling, this is war. And what did Chuck Schumer say? Because they're taking our money. That's our money. So the Department of Government Efficiency found where you were blowing not your money, Chuck Schumer, not Democrats' money, but our money, taxpayers' money, on dumbass shit like condoms in Gaza. And then you finally want to get fired up and throw a fucking fit about this is war. You don't seem to care when American citizens get hurt or when American citizens are struggling. You sit there and you get in front of a camera and you lie to people and you tell them it is transitionary inflation. I mean, they're so full of shit, and you guys believe it. You believe every last word. And then you wonder why literally at this point, 67% of the country, I mean, I'm just throwing that number out there, is not satisfied with Democrats. The Democrats have their absolutely lowest rating ever, approval rating. And this is the shit. This is why. This is why. Because while some of my friends can't seem to grasp that they're still being lied to, the rest of America is catching on. Okay? I was a Democrat. I used to believe every fucking word Rachel Maddow said, and I thought it was funny when on The View they would sit there and just outright trash somebody, right? But then Trump decided to run for president, and he said something mean about Rosie O'Donnell, and oh my gosh, he's mean. His mean tweets, the way he talks to people, they sit up there and call people Hitler and trash, garbage, deplorable, and everything else, and you guys applaud that as they lie to your face and lead you around by your nose, making you think that the most important issues affecting this country right now is abortion and whether or not you can have your 8-year-old child mutilated because he feels like a girl. My son wanted to be Elmo when he was 3. Thank God I didn't go and have fucking fur attached to his body. Am I right? Like, can you guys get a grip here? Look at the absolute meltdown that the Democrats are having right now over the blasting of all of this unnecessary spending by USAID. Okay? Go look up what they were spending our money on. I, for the first time ever, made over $100,000 last year, $102,000. I only got to bring home $66,000 because I pay my taxes. And I am more broke than I've ever been in my life. It didn't feel like I made $100,000. I have nothing to even celebrate for. I am broke. Everything's broken. Everything costs money. And then I find out that they're just sending millions and millions of dollars. $50 million to some fucking country across an ocean for DEI initiatives. Give us some of our money back. Quit giving it to other people. And the fact that you guys don't seem to get this, I mean, not all of you, but there's still about 40% of the country that doesn't seem to understand that the people that you're watching on TV that you trust to tell you the truth have been lying to your face for years, and they think you are stupid. You jump on every little panic wagon that they put out. There's a new one every day, and you guys jump on it. Eggs. Oh, the cost of eggs. I thought Trump was going to bring it down. And, well, you know, there's a bird flu. And, what was the one dealing with yesterday or the day before? Trump agreed to a Canadian border bill that Biden bargained. Biden didn't do shit. And if you actually go and you look at what the Canadian ministers said in their press release and why they presented this bill to Trump because of Trump's threat of tariffs. Like, I just don't understand why people panic first and then they don't listen to anything, any proof that's put in front of them. It is right there, but it doesn't align because you don't like Trump. Who cares? He's an asshole. He's an asshole. He gets shit done, though. And it's about time we have a fucking asshole in the White House so we stop getting trampled on. What happened to taxation without representation, right? That's why we're supposed to have politicians. So the people that you've elected to represent you are hiding the fact that they're sending millions of dollars to other country for fucking condoms, a DEI initiative, and trans plays, trans theater. Like, I mean, what the fuck? I don't want to pay for that. Nobody asked me if they could send my money over there. And there's, millions upon millions of other people in this country that are feeling the exact same way. A little cheated, a little ripped off, a little manipulated, lied to. If you like being lied to, keep panicking. Someone used the term regarding Republicans the other day, fear porn. Yeah, that's exactly what the Democrats put out every single time. Trump is a threat to democracy. Elon Musk is an immigrant, and now he has our social security numbers. Elon Musk started PayPal like almost 30 years ago. He had access to your damn social security numbers and your bank account information then. He's the richest man on earth. Has anybody stopped to ask themselves why he wants your fucking money? Our measly little $800,000 a week, whatever it is you get paid. Have you really stopped to ask yourself why? What? No, they made you afraid of it. Fear porn. Whatever it is that they say Republicans are doing is what they're doing. And they lie to your face and you eat it up because you guys can't get out of your head. Look at things. Pay attention to what's going on around you. And for fuck's sake, learn how to use Google. It is not that hard. I'm not even like in my prime for crying out loud, but I sure as hell know how to fucking Google something. And you don't just read the same leftist, you stay in your echo chamber. Search for the truth. If a Republican tells you that something is not what it seems, did you ever watch the show, the Ghost Hunters or anything like that? You know, oh, well, we have a feeling when we come in this room, or we have that, or we have this. So what do? They try to go in and they try to debunk the claims that those people made. Well, actually, it was just, you have an electrical source right here. So that's what was causing the EMF reading, right? You guys should do that. If you think Republicans are so full of shit, go try to track down what it is they're telling you, or at least read the information that they have thoughtfully put before you, because they're actually trying to help inform their fellow citizens, because most of us have already been there, and we've been lied to, and we opened our eyes. I don't know how else to help you people. Gosh dang. It would almost be funny, but it's sad. Adults that don't know how to look up information and see if it's correct. I mean, damn. All right, I'm almost to work. I have ranted about the entire way here, so I'm probably going to cut that right here because I may have gotten off track a little bit. Why does the camera do this?